Good evening.
Hello. Good evening. How are you? Fine?
Good. Thank you.
Good.
How are you?
Fine.
That's great. Everyone's excited. It's Friday finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you?
Yes. Thank God it's Friday, it's almost the weekend. So now we can, relax a bit, enjoy and relax and sleep and eat whatever we want. It's exciting. It's finally the weekend. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? I know that Rahima, you're in Algeria.
Yes.
Now it's probably 12
Uh,
midnight.
uh, uh, 12.
Oh,
Uh, what? How to say minuit?
yes.
Night.
So midnight. Yes. So
Midnight.
yes.
Midnight.
Let me write it down here. Midnight because it's
Midnight.
like in French, minuit.
Okay.
So midnight like this. Yeah.
Midnight. Yes.
Oh,
Midnight.
great. Yeah. It must be.
Good
I
evening.
can't believe you're actually awake.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Hello.
evening. Good evening.
Hello, Marie Claudine. Welcome as well.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So yesterday we had a session, and I asked everyone who was there to think of something they want to collect. So the new students who are here today, I want you to take maybe 2 minutes while others are responding to think of something you would like to collect. Like, for example, I would like to collect postcards, or I would like to collect stamps. What would you like to collect? So we have here Rahima and Guy Laurel, who were here yesterday, and Ibtihal too. Did you guys think of what you wanted to collect?
I would like to collect. Good evening, everybody. I would like to collect all cars.
I'm here. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm sorry, Marie-Claudine, could you please repeat that?
Yeah, I would like to collect old cars.
Old clothes. Wow.
Cars.
Oh, cars. Like the
Yeah,
vintage cars.
yeah.
Yeah. This is so cool. And what made you interested in that?
Um, because old cars means um I
Do you have
cannot
like a
explain
relationship?
myself. I cannot explain myself, but last week I was at Florida
Okay. You're in
in
Florida.
Miami. Donc I
Wow.
see and the condo I went, I see the old cars and so expensive, so
Yeah,
expensive.
they are. The
Yeah,
vintage cars are really expensive.
yeah, the vintage car.
Yes, vintage. Let me write
Oh,
write
okay.
down how it's spelled. 1 second. So vintage, like this.
I don't see it.
Yeah, it's just coming up. Vintage.
Oh, okay, vintage car.
So those are the cars that are very old and, like for example, a 1967 BMW or like a Mustang from
Like this.
did you guys hear? I think it was maybe Guy Laurel's
Okay.
microphone. But yeah, so exactly. So the old vintage cars. Let's see here. I can show you the vintage cars. Like, for example, here. Like these ones here. Let me present my screen. Like those ones here. You see like the old cars,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
cars, you know, uh, it's like a BMW, a Mustang, like this one.
exactly.
Hmm And there's like antique, they're also called antique cars. There's so many. There's really a lot that you can, collect. And you can also make a lot of money out of it if you end up selling it. Right? Just like the article from yesterday. If you collect it, one day you will be successful,
Exactly.
Okay. Anyone else wants to share what they would want to collect?
Well, personnellement, I collect books, any books, old books.
Any book. Wow. Is there like one specific book that you love so much that you would never be able to sell if ever you were doing it like yesterday in like an exhibition, or you would have to sell it? Is there one that you would never want to sell?
I like books with the people very, very old.
Okay, very old authors.
Any book, I like read this with people very old.
Oh yeah, like the okay, I know what you mean. It's like the books that have almost like yellow paper. They have a smell. It's like the very, very
I
old
think
books, like this here, for example. If I like this, right? Something like
exactly,
covers that are
yes.
and like very like Charles Dickens. Is that something, for example, that you have?
Yes. I find lot of things very special
Okay.
in any speciality.
Okay, and any specialty. Okay.
Any
So
special.
any specialty. So it can be like a fiction book, it could be a history book.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not something specific. You just like any books. That's
Any
amazing.
books.
That is so great.
We find a lot of things very, very interesting.
Yeah, it is. And reading is so important because it builds up your knowledge and your perspective on life in general. So, like, if you meet someone new, you can always find something different to talk about when you read a lot. This is so
Exactly.
nice. Yeah. So you have different genre. If you want to say that it's not like a specialty, like in your book. If you're talking about books, it's a genre. So, c'est comme, let me write it.
Mhm.
So if you have a book and it's different, it's about different things. Okay, if you're talking about history, or if you're talking about science, if you're talking about fiction, it's a fiction genre. It's a history genre.
Okay.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you for sharing that. Anyone else wants to share something that they would want to collect? It could be anything that you want.
Okay.
No? Oh, welcome, Sukun. Hi, it's nice to see you again.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So now we have two people that shared what they wanted to collect. So thank you for sharing. So today we are going to kick off with another article. And this one here, it's about a shop that sells lost things. So let's start with that. Right here.
How to say bijou, Karim?
Bijou, it's jewelry. Let me write it for you.
Sure.
Like this. 1 second, I will share my screen so you can see. Right here. So if we're talking about those ones, it's jewelry like this.
But there is traditional bijou in the world.
Yes, there's traditional jewelry. So if you want to talk if you want to discuss this, for example, traditional jewelry, it depends on for example, the country you come from. In Africa, in
Yes, I think all women like collect this.
Oh yeah, that that is actually very true. I mean, if I look at my mom's closet, she's an expert at collecting jewelry. Every time I go into her closet, I can just take something from her and just I know that she will have so many different options for me. I think women love
Because it's very beautiful.
it is. And what's nice is that you can wear it, let's say in 1990, and then if you want to wear it today in 2024, it's
Exactly.
beautiful regardless. It doesn't, the style doesn't change, you know? So you can wear
Exactly.
something that's very old. It could be really nice today. You can wear something today, and in 60 years from now, and 100 years from now, you pass it on to your kids or your grandkids, and it will be even nicer, you know? People will appreciate, uh, the craft itself. So yeah, jewelry. So we have jewelry as well. Great.
Just it's very expensive.
It is very
Very.
expensive. It's not if you want to buy, especially a heavier gold.
Hi,
Like, oh, hello,
everyone.
Nasima. Welcome.
Hi,
Happy.
good
Hello,
evening, everyone.
Nasima.
How are
Good
you?
evening, Nasima. How are you?
Fine, thanks. And you? Hi,
Happy to
Karin.
see
Hi.
you.
Hello.
Nice.
Welcome. Happy Friday.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, like Rahima was saying, that jewelry is also very expensive depending on the type of gold that you buy. The heavier the gold, the more expensive it will be. And all over the world, it keeps there's a fluctuation. If I write the word fluctuation, does anyone know what the word fluctuation mean? Here, fluctuation. Fluctuation, it means the prices keep going up and down.
Ah,
Like
Yes,
if
exactly.
you look at
Yes.
the stock market as well,
Oh,
the market,
I don't understand.
you
Please, I
see,
don't understand.
one second.
sheesh.
So if you look at, for example, here, the word fluctuate means it goes up and down, up and down. It's not very stable. So like this here, for example, if we see this graph, up and down, up and down, up and down. If
Yeah.
it's going up and down, it means this is the word fluctuation, like we have here. Right? Okay, and this could be a fluctuation in the price of gold, in the price in like the cost of living. Sometimes you can buy an apple for a certain price, and then the next day it's lower.
Yes.
Then after it's higher. So this is a fluctuation in prices.
Okay.
Okay, so let's kick off with our article right now. I will share with you the screen so you can have a volunteer to read. Okay. Do we have any volunteers who would like to read today's article?
Ships has lost things.
Anyone? Can I have
Yes.
someone who would like to read?
Yes. I can't see now. Good.
Okay, you can see good? Okay, excellent.
Yes.
If it was something.
Go on.
I read.
Yes, of course, go on.
Do you ever lose something on time? Maybe your favorite shirt is at a big store in Alabama, California. This store sells things which people forget on planes. Airlines keep these things for 9 days. If nobody asks for them, people can buy them. Some shops buy these things.
Great.
Nasima, can you?
Thank you. Thank you, Naima. Doyle owns starts his store in 1970. Like he buys unclaimed baggage. He sells everything on the first day. The store usually sells only a third of what it gets. He recycles some things too. Some things even go to a museum in the store.
Great. Thank you so much for reading. Can I have someone who will summarize, who will tell me what these paragraphs or this article is about, just in your own words?
When we lost our baggage, they have a place where they sell the lost things.
And we can recuperate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the airport, there's a place where if there's luggage that are unclaimed here means that things nobody wants. So for example, if I travel and I forget my suitcase somewhere, and then this department in the airport will take my suitcase, leave it there for a few days, and if nobody comes and gets them, they give it to this Doyle Owens. Exactly. Carry on. And then what happens afterwards? Yeah, Nasima, you were explaining what is the article about. You can continue.
So if we didn't ask for them things lost, they buy it. They buy it.
Exactly.
Or he recycles.
So yeah, so he recycles. Yes, so recycle means to use again, like we talked about it last week. So recycle, it means you can reuse it again. Okay, great. He buys them, and then sometimes he even puts those items in museums. So let me ask you, has it ever happened to any of you to forget or lose your suitcase when you're traveling?
Yeah.
Ça m'arrive.
But I recuperate it after.
But you found it after.
Yeah. I forget la poussette de mon fils.
Oh, your stroller. The stroller.
Yes. Stroller.
Yeah. So the stroller, you forgot it?
Yeah.
When you landed? And then did it go to lost and found, or did they call you?
Yeah. We find it out. We find it.
Okay, you found it.
You found
How
I
to say,
found it.
ça m'arrive souvent.
It happens to me often. So it
Okay.
happens often, for example. It happens often. Yeah, so it happens often. It means ça arrive souvent. So it happens often to Rahima and to Nasima. Anyone else? Do you guys have any stories that you would want to share that, you were on a trip and then you forgot your suitcase or your luggage in the airport? Did it happen to anyone else? No? Does it happen?
One time it's the comment dire la gourde. La gourde d'eau.
Is it like your
bottle of water?
bottle of water? Yeah.
Bottle of water of my son. So we forget it at the plane.
Oh, you forgot it in the plane?
On the plane, we didn't recuperate it. Yeah, it's.
Oh no.
No.
And then you just left it like that. You just, said it's not worth it to keep, looking for it. Yeah, sometimes it's better to, just let it go and, go back home and get home from all the trips that have been going on. Okay, so yeah, the same thing happened to me. One time I was traveling, my suitcase never arrived. And after 3 weeks, they finally called me and said, we have your suitcase. So, at least someone like Doyle Owens, didn't take my suitcase and sold all my stuff. Yeah. So, in general, can you guys tell me when you're traveling, what do you bring with you in your suitcase? Like here they said, for example, in your baggage. What would you bring in your baggage or suitcase when you're traveling? You can name
a lot
anything.
of
A lot.
Okay.
So tell me, what would you bring?
Clothes?
Yeah.
Of clothes. Yeah, clothes.
Clothes.
So,
Yeah. Clothes.
yes.
Clothes.
Medicaments.
So medication as well.
Medication, yeah.
Yeah.
The first one, computer.
I'm sorry, Rahima, what do you bring?
The first thing that our computer.
Yes, that is a very good, thing that you said, because we always bring our computers, our phones with us, because you never know where you're gonna need it, or if you need to work, or if you need to use it
Yeah.
for personal information. Yeah, that's a very good point. So we bring clothes, we bring medication, we bring laptops. What else do we bring?
I bring a towel.
You bring towels as well.
We
Towel.
sometimes at the airport they have a shower room to take a shower.
Yeah, that is so true. I've never seen one here in Montreal. Which
No,
airport do they have showers?
Korean.
Korea. Wow. I I wish they could have that here too, because it's easier. But it's also because the distance between like here and Korea is really long. So I'm sure like people who have really long flights, once they get to the airport in like Seoul, or they would want to change and change their clothes and take a shower. It's a very great idea. I wish they could do that here.
Yeah.
So towels, medications, clothes, computers. What else? Anything
Cosmetic,
that I'm
cosmetic,
sorry?
like cosmetic, skincare.
Cosmetics.
Shoes.
Yes, cosmetics.
Present.
Shoes.
So yeah, cosmetics definitely. Face cream, under eye cream. As you get older, you need under eye cream. You also bring, Q-tips, cottons in your cosmetics bag, shampoo, conditioner, shower gel, things so you can actually use for cosmetics and for your, in general, if you're bringing your cosmetics and also like shampoo and toiletries, it's called a toilet bag.
Oh,
So it's a toilet bag.
toilet.
So in that toilet bag, you put all of your cosmetics, you put things that you need to, in generally, use in the washroom if you're taking a shower, or if you just need to refresh. So you bring, you know, your makeup, your skincare, soap, anything that you need.
Jacket for all the family because it was very cold and the plane.
Oh, it's always cold in the plane, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
I bring jacket.
I travel and
I can't travel
But the
without.
shoes also. The
and
shoes also.
shoes. Yes, so we need shoes, definitely, depending on the weather too. If we're going somewhere where it's going to rain, you need rain boots, right? If you're going somewhere warmer, you would need maybe sandals or Crocs, things that are depending on the climate. If you're going somewhere cold, you need boots, you need rain boots, you need something that will keep you warm. But if you're going somewhere that has a really warm climate, like if you're going, to Miami, like Marie Claudine was, she probably you. What did you bring with you, Marie Claudine, when you went to Miami? Did you bring like winter clothes or did you bring summer clothes?
You talk to me?
Yeah, Marie Claudine, because you said you went to Miami last week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. What did you bring with you? Because the weather there.
I'll bring. I don't know what I say in English. Écouteur,
Okay, you got headphones.
headphones,
Yes, let me write it down here. Headphones.
un oreiller pour mon cou, for my neck.
For your neck, you got like the pillowcase, so you can put it
Yes.
around. Yeah, so those ones are really famous. The pillowcases here. Let me show you what they look like. They're very practical. They help your neck from like being sore when you're in the plane. Let me check for the plane. Those ones are really, really good. It's called like a pillow for the plane right here. Yeah, a travel pillow right here. Travel. It's a travel plane, a travel pillow. Yeah, those are called travel pillow. Yeah, and they're very efficient.
Travel pillow.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, travel pillow. And it helps your neck from being sore, and you can actually take a nap. You know, you don't have to wake up with a sore neck. You know, when you stay up in that position for a long time or you sleep like this, it hurts. But if you have the pillow, it actually protects your neck. That's a great thing. Thank you, Marie-Claudine, for telling us about the travel pillow and to remind us for next time when we travel.
You're welcome.
Great. And when you went to Miami, did you bring any like warm clothes, or did you bring clothes for the winter? How was the weather in Florida?
The weather?
The weather. Like here
Oh,
the weather,
the weather is hot.
it was hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, did you get with you sandals, or did you bring with you boots?
I bring my sandals.
You got your sandals, yeah, because the weather is hot. Great. Anything else that you guys would bring? So we said cosmetics, toilet bag, shoes, rain boots, medication, clothes. I think Nasima, you were saying something before, but I do not remember.
Jacket.
A jacket, yes, because in
It
the plane
was
it's very cold.
always cold at the plane. Always.
Yes, and it's what's even crazier is that it's colder in the plane than the destination.
Yeah, I can't forget our jackets.
It's very important to bring your jacket.
Very, very important for us.
Mhm. I think, and especially like when you're in the plane, there's always like the air from on top of you, and
AC.
the person in front of you puts it on, the person in the back of you puts it on, and it's all going on you. Like the stream of air is on you, and you're the one getting a cold after that.
Hmm.
So you need to get a jacket for sure. Yeah, those are great ideas. Thank you for reminding me. Now,
You're welcome.
well, those are great options.
You're welcome.
Okay, cool. So here in the article, they said, for example, let me bring it back so you can see. Here they said he recycled some things too. Some things even go to a museum in the store.
Mhm.
So, for example, what can you think of that could go into the museum from someone's suitcase?
Something.
Anything. It could be like, so when I ask, when he says there's certain things that are in the suitcases that he takes and he puts them in a museum. Can you guys think of anything that could be, considered as a considered to be put in a museum from a suitcase? Like, for example, I will say something. Let's say we are in Canada and we go to Egypt, for example. So my bag gets lost in Egypt. They take it, they open it, and they decide to sell some things, and other things they will put in a museum. One thing that they can put in a museum, because it's fascinating and interesting, it could be Canadian currency. So the Canadian dollar, like an old or rare Canadian dollar. Like, for example, in 1999, the Canadian dollar looked the Canadian $5 looked very different. Let me show you.
Souvenir stuff, for example.
It could be souvenir stuff too, right? So it could be souvenirs. It can be, for example, certain types of money. Like you can see here, the money, the paper, the $5 paper in Canada in the 1990s looked like this.
Okay.
It's very different, right, than what it is today. So what it could be, this could be considered like something to be put in a museum because it's very rare, right? Not a lot of people will have that, so they can decide to put it in the museum. It's rare, right? It's rare. It's not very common. So rare means it's not very, yeah. So anything you can think of that maybe they would want to put in a museum. Aside of souvenirs is also something that they might want to put.
Some like
There could also be like a history book, for example. If I'm carrying like a history book with me and I forgot it in my suitcase and they want to learn about the history of Canada, that could be something that they would want to put it in a museum because it's rare and they don't know much about the Canadian culture. Okay. So now that we asked what could they potentially put in a museum, now we can think of what could they potentially sell? What could be of great value, something that is expensive that they could sell and get good money out of it from someone's suitcase?
Someone take jewelry.
Some jewelry, yes.
Yeah.
Jewelry, that is one.
Money.
Money.
Books.
Books too. Yeah, some books are really expensive. Rahima would know.
Cell phone.
Cell phones, yes. So anything that is technology. If you put your camera, if you put your phone, your laptop,
Stamp.
let's say your charger, your iPhone charger, your Samsung charger, it could be anything like that. They could sell it. They can make money out of it. You know? What else?
Stamp.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that one more?
Stamp.
Stamps? Yeah. So I would say stamps could be something that they would put in a museum because it's very rare and it's not very, it will not bring them a lot of money, but it would be something really nice to look at in the museum. But that's a really good point. Thank you, Omar. So stamps, yeah. So stamps, technology, jewelry, money. Those are a lot of things that they can sell and make profit. So make profit, it means to make money out of what they're selling. So profit. So like in French, le profit. I know someone who once had a coffee machine in their suitcase, and if it was lost, the person would have probably sold the coffee machine that was really expensive. So they can make good money out of the coffee machine. Some people also bring foods, very rare types of cheeses or types of snacks that are not available in a country or the other,
Yeah.
So now we have a few vocabulary words that we're going to use like on a daily basis. We have something that is rare. So rare, it means something that is not common, something that is very unique and there's not a lot out of. Profit, it means to make money out of something. So if you sell something is worth $10 and you sell it for 15, you're making a $5 profit. You have cosmetics, which is what we went over. A stroller. A stroller is the poussette, like Nassima was talking about. We also went over fluctuation. So if money, when something costs, let's say $2, then it goes up to $10, then it goes down to $2. This is fluctuation. It goes up and down. We can also say, for example, the weather here in Canada has been fluctuating because one day it's really cold, one day it's not cold, one day it's freezing, one day there's ice storm, one day there's snowstorm. So it's fluctuating, it's going up and down.
Est-ce que ça marche also with the gold?
That's exactly it with gold. This is what we were saying before you
joined.
So
Okay. Gold and money. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Very true. So great. Okay. So we learned a few new words here. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So to finish off our session, we're going to play another round of Family Feud today, just to start the weekend with like a few extra words in our vocabulary. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All that. Because with Vistaprint, printabilities are endless. New customers get 20% off at Vistaprint.ca.
In a world where academic deadlines meet the blank page.
Grammarly?
Hi, yes.
Okay. Let's try to. Okay, you have to name something people do in their sleep. So when they're sleeping, what do some people do?
In their sleep.
Sleep.
Ronfler.
Home.
Excellent. Snore. What else? What can they do?
Home.
Snore is ronfler, like in French. Yeah.
Okay.
For example, they can also talk in their sleep, right? No, I know some people who talk in their sleep.
Speak.
They scream.
Speak.
They speak. Yeah.
In their sleep.
Dream.
Dream.
Dream, yes.
Anything else?
Yeah.
They may walk. No, like sleep.
Somnambule. Yeah, somnambule. Somnambule.
They can. Yeah, somnambule. It means sleepwalk. So we learned here that we went over. So we won this round, but here they said, so you can actually drool. So drool, it means whenever you're sleeping and there's water coming out of your mouth. So this is drooling.
Okay.
It says that. So another thing that they said was, let's see here. Let me see what else they said. I took a picture. It was too late. Oh. Okay. So yeah, there was drooling, one of them. There was snoring. There was dreaming. Yeah. Okay. Let's try the second one. But we're winning. We have 9.
Bouger.
Yeah, bouger aussi. Name something that might accidentally fall into the toilet. So something that could fall into the toilet, but by accident. What can fall into the toilet?
Brosse à dents.
Phone.
Yeah. Toothbrush. Yes. What else?
Phone.
So,
Cellular phone.
yes. Yeah, cell phone right here. So phone, toothbrush. What about
Brosse à cheveux.
oh, sorry, did you hear
Cases.
that? Cases? Let's
Yeah.
see, cases. No. What about toilet paper?
Toilet paper. So that might accidentally fall.
No idea.
Brochère. Airbrush.
Wash clothes.
Karen have a problem with her internet, I think.
Wash clothes. Wash clothes.
After that, right?
Wash clothes.
Brush tooth.
Yeah, so toothbrush is the actual brosse à dents, like in French. Yeah. So like we said here, we said toothbrush, we said brush. We also said jewelry. Like I was just saying, whenever you're washing your hands, let's say, and then you take off your ring and you put it on the kitchen. and then by accident, you're doing something and it just falls off, right? That can happen. Okay. Let's go to the next.
What we say lavabo in
Sink.
English?
Sink. Yeah, sink. I'll write it down for you after we finish this round. Sink.
Okay.
Okay, so this round, name a kind of boat that doesn't have an engine. This is hard a bit.
This engine? Kind of boat?
What is engine?
Yeah, it's a bit difficult. Like there's a sailboat, for example. I don't know how to say it in French. I'll show you the picture after. But it's the one, it doesn't have an engine. C'est tout fait. It moves with the wind. Something else like a canoe. If somebody said last week that they go to Mont Tremblant. When you go to Mont Tremblant, there is kayaks too. The kayak?
Okay.
When you go on vacation, there's also the pedalo. I don't know if in English it's said the same, but this one is a bit difficult. I have to say. It wasn't obvious. It wasn't very, very clear. We won today! Yay!
Yes.
Yeah. So Nasima, you were saying that you wanted to see how to spell sink. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna, a sink is like this. One second, sorry.
Okay.
Taking a bit longer.
Sink. A sink.
Yeah. S-I-N.
Okay.
Like this. I'll write it for you here and I'll show you a picture of it as well. S-I-N-K.
Okay. S-I-N-K. Okay. Because I lost my earring in the silk.
Yeah. When you're like, whenever you have like something in the water, and then
j'ai pas encore récupéré.
Oh, ça va maintenant? Is it all good? Okay. So a sink, there's two ways you can say it. Sink, c'est le lavabo, but you can also sink, like for example, you have, let's say you have a pair of glasses and you go into the ocean, and then your glasses fall into the ocean. Your glasses are going to sink. They're going to fall deep down into the ocean. So there's two meanings for sink. Sink as in lavabo, and then sink as in, something that will actually fall into the ocean and to the bottom, and if you lose it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Karen.
And you had another word too. I also wanted to show you what drooling meant. So drooling is when you're sleeping, and because you're in such deep sleep, you're like there's actually from saliva that keeps falling off your mouth when you're sleeping. So this is one of the examples they used in the example of what can you do when you're sleeping. That you can drool, you can dream, you can move, sleepwalk. You're saying in French somnambule, right? When you're sleeping, it's called sleepwalk.
Sleepwalk.
Yeah. Okay. Sleepwalk. Or like sleepwalking to you. If you're doing it as an action right now, so sleepwalking, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a great game, guys. You actually won.
Green teeth. Green teeth, c'est grincer les dents.
Yes, exactly. Grinding your teeth.
Grinding.
Grinding your teeth. That's a very good one. Grinding your teeth. It's like when you're sleeping, and because sometimes some people have this because of stress or because of anxiety. when they're sleeping and they need like a mouth guard to put it in their mouths to prevent them from grinding, because eventually your teeth can become very small. You can have a lot of pain too during the day in your jaw. Your jaw is ta mâchoire in French, your jaw. You can have also a lot of issues in your teeth because of grinding. And in general, if you see here, for example, in this picture, a healthy tooth is like this. Your healthy teeth are like that. But if you grind at night like that, you see how it's much smaller. So that's why they keep saying if you feel like you grind your teeth, you need a mouth guard. I will show you what a mouth guard is. Mouth guard. This is what you put at night. So you prevent your teeth from grinding and creating that friction and all that. That's a great question too. Great, Nasima.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So yeah. So it's called this is the mouth guard and grinding your teeth. I will send you guys this all later. Grinding your teeth or teeth grinding. Right here.
Grinding your teeth.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I'll send you guys this all on the WhatsApp group chat this evening.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
this was a great session. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating. This was a lot of fun. I hope you learned, a few words here and there. I hope you have a great weekend as well. Hopefully, the weather will be nice and we'll get a bit of sunshine and not too much cold.
You too. Thank you so much, Karen.
Have a great night. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Good
Have
night,
a good
everyone.
night.
Bye.
Thank you. Merci.
Same to you.
Bye,
Hello. Good
everyone.
evening.
Bye.
Bye.